What is up, everybody? So we are still in the month of March, and you know what that means? March Madness. What? That's not where your mind went? Well, same here. For those of you who don't know, March Madness is basically an annual competition amongst the NCAA men's basketball teams. And a lot of you may not know that because you live outside of the US. A lot of you are in the US and just aren't aware of it because you don't follow it. And I am one of those people. I'm not like the most sportsy guy. I'm a thespian. And a lot of times, not always, but a lot of times, theater and sports don't always mix, sort of like a High School Musical, no, stick to the status quo situation. And I think a lot of you also are in the same boat. How do you sports? So I reached out and asked you all what questions you might have in regards to sports. I know a lot of us are just baffled by it, and I'm gonna do my best to use my limited sports information to answer some of the questions for you. But I won't be doing it alone, because I'll have Joan.
Hey.
What the freak?
Hey.
Are you there the whole time?
I was.
Can you stop doing that?
All right.
In this video, me and Joan are your sports experts.
We know everything.
Bring your toughest questions to us and we will answer them with the best accuracy that we can provide.
We know all the sports.
All the sports.
Hockey.
Tennis.
Football.
Mario Kart.
Yeah, that's all.
Those are all the sports that exist.
Thank you for joining us today.
All right, get started.
Why do they shout random numbers before they start running and hitting each other in football?
Well, that's a great question. Basically, why they do that is before the game actually starts, they hold a little tiny lottery before they can get started. So before they start playing each round, the quarterback, the guy throwing the ball, he announces the winning numbers. And then once they go through the play, there's one player who's like particularly spunky and happy because he knows he just won the lottery, and he gets like a stuffed animal or a coupon for a free brunch.
Yeah, sometimes if it's a cash prize, you'll see a football player just leave the field. He's like, I don't need to be here.
I don't need to play anymore.
I think now it's more of an audience game. You'll hear one audience member faintly go, woo, woo!
How do you get a goal in football with the racket thing?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know about that because the racket is very, very small.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, because I don't think I've ever seen a racket.
There is a racket.
There is a racket.
Yeah, you have this little racket and it's magnetic. Football players' uniforms are magnetic.
Wow, that's how they catch the ball so easily.
Yeah, the ball attaches to the magnet and then they're running with that. It's
If I had known that,
Yeah.
I would have done football a long time ago. Okay, I thought they were just really athletic.
Yeah, no. Which sports ball hurts the least to get hit by?
Oh, I know this because I've had people throw sports balls at me my whole life.
Yeah.
Beach balls. And you might be asking, what sports do you play with a beach ball? It's called surf and turf. Basically, you
love
just
surf and turf.
Yeah, you use a boogie board, throw it down on the sand, and you stand there. You just try and catch a beach ball. And I called that a sport when I was a kid so that I could say that I play sports. Racquetball, those hurt the most. I know that for a fact.
I always thought the puck ball hurt the most in hockey.
Oh yeah, the puck ball.
Yeah.
I would not have classified that as a ball, but you're
called
right.
the puck
it's
ball,
called the puck
Sanders.
ball. How the F does tennis scoring work?
A lot of people, there's a lot of misconceptions about the scoring system in tennis. People seem to think that love means zero.
Love doesn't mean zero?
No.
Oh.
Whenever it's love, it's like, hey, we are equals, we embrace each other. A lot of the time, they'll throw down their rackets, hug each other, and part ways.
I love when they do that in sports.
A lot of people think that when you both reach 45, it's a deuce. Where did that come from?
Bathroom.
Yeah, that's exactly what a deuce is. A deuce is whenever they're like, pause the game, I've been holding this in all day. That's why there's so many porta potties on a tennis court. I know a little bit about tennis.
That's good.
Okay, we're really cutting to the heart of it with this one.
Okay.
Why do some sport have different scoring systems like basketball and soccer?
Some people like counting in different ways. Some people do math differently.
Sometimes you'll see the scoring in a game just change.
Hockey, I believe, they do it in increments of 5.
I thought it was 3.5.
Wait, is it bowling? You bowl
One pin is
300
worth-
times.
And one pin is worth 5 points.
One pin is worth 5. So that 5 times 12 rounds equals 60 times by
300.
It gets to 300 somehow. How do you get the puck into the basket using a bat if you're only supposed to use your feet?
People compare rugby to football a lot. It's nothing like football. Couldn't be further from football.
There's a bat involved.
Rugby's sort of like the best of compilation of all the sports.
Yeah.
A lot
using
of
a bat.
rugby players are hand models, so they're really used to using their feet to do everything. They slice bread with their feet. They hold their significant other's faces with their feet and brush their hair back with their feet. So hitting a puck with a bat, that's nothing. So it's not a question of how, it's a question of how hard are you willing to work, which is still a how question.
It is. It still falls into that category.
I never claimed to be a linguistics expert. I'm a sports expert.
You nailed it.
Pink,
That's great.
Pink, pink. Ow, I hurt my finger. Here's a physics question.
Great. This is perfect.
How does the ball go like that?
You know what? You'd think it would be physics. It's very easy. Hamsters. They actually help with the propelling of the ball, whether it's in the air, on the ground.
They're running in it like a little hamster wheel.
Pretty much.
But let me tell you, if you think the players are in good shape, you should see those hamsters.
They're beefy.
Jacked. In basketball, they have these suspension rods in the balls now.
Oh yeah, so like it's like a gyroscopic. The hamster's never rotating.
Yeah.
It's always in one place and just kind of.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Oh, science is amazing. Who came up with the butt pat after a good game and why?
That was Benjamin Franklin.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Wow, I had no idea he was a sporty guy.
Benjamin Franklin was a rugby player.
Of course he was.
He can do it all. He can
But-
do it all except for respect women.
That's very true, but that'll be a topic for another video.
Ben Franklin was the hardest working rugby player you ever did see. There was this one teammate that he worked with. His name was Reginald Berry Bottom. They called him Berry Bottom because he had nice little plump round cheeks.
Come from an extensive line of berry
Because of his
bottoms.
tight little bottom. One day, like, Barry Bottom won them a game, and Benji couldn't help himself. He gave it a firm clap. And
A rap on the
took
rump.
us- Oh, there you go. Ben was like, sorry, I couldn't help myself. And Reginald was like, ask first, but I didn't mind.
Consent is key.
Right.
I
Yeah,
want a
you
whole musical
can do
based
that.
on this a la Alexander Hamilton. Got his own musical.
Ben Franklin and
Reginald Berry Bottom.
Soccer players run around screaming for the ball, only to kick it away the second they get it. Then scream for it again. Why?
It's a metaphor for love. It's that connection, that deep connection and longing, and when they have it, they can't handle the responsibility of it. There's that essence of, do I want it? Can I handle this? No, let's send it back out into the world.
Send it back out into the ether.
That's the essence of all sports.
That is why I can't bear to go to soccer games, because a lot of the fans do not get it.
I'm getting a little choked up talking about it. Now you know. If you don't know, now you know. Biggie Smalls. How the F does cricket work?
You just take it and feed it to your tarantula.
I don't know why that was part of the questions.
Is lying face first down on the floor a sport?
It can be if you believe hard enough in yourself.
What's it called? The name escapes me.
It's called florts.
There you go.
The sport of flort.
Well done.
How do Quidditch players not fall off their brooms?
Magic.
Also, probably just hold on.
Sometimes muggles play and they cheat and they'll glue up the broomstick. It
How
helps.
are they even controlling the broomstick if they're muggles?
They have rogue wizards off the court helping them. you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like with
Okay.
that scene in like the first movie.
One of the
and
only two
Snape's
movies that
giving-
you've watched?
Yes.
That you still haven't watched any of the others?
Haha.
I'm outing them. No.
Why doesn't every sport have tackling?
They do. It depends on what they're tackling. In football, they're tackling each other. In soccer, they tackle the ball.
And in baseball, they're tackling the American dream.
There you go. Why do basketballs look like oranges?
Common misconception. Oranges look like basketballs.
That's interesting. They discovered basketballs first.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, look at these fruits.
They look just like
They
basketballs.
look just like basketballs.
We'll name them after the color that basketballs are. We're gonna
do one and try and answer it simultaneously
Yeah.
because we both know sports. Okay, why do Americans say soccer and not football like the rest of the planet?
Ready?
Ready.
Answer this? Mm-hmm. Americans
like socks and
the
British, the rest of the world likes no socks. Likes
bare
feet.
Yes.
Football.
Oh.
We knew that.
Yeah, that's why we were able to say it at the same time so flawlessly.
Well, there you go.
There you have it.
That's an informative video. All of those were super accurate facts.
You could show this in your PE class.
If you wanted to. In all honesty, if you love sports, this is not making fun of sports. Sports are awesome. This is literally just poking fun at my lack and your lack of knowledge of sports.
My parents tried to get me in on the whole sports thing.
Same.
Didn't work out for me. Even if you don't like watching sports, like, I'm not the biggest fan of watching sports. If you do, dope. I'm not.
Yeah.
But like, sports are fun to play.
Right.
If you get friends together and you don't know what to do, like,
no judgments.
You want to try something new? Try a sport.
March Madness is still going on, so enjoy it.
My head looks like a basketball.
Your head looks like a basketball. You're already in spirit, and you didn't even know.
I didn't even realize it until this moment.
We'll put a link down in the description for the real stuff.
So you can fact check.
That you can look and fact check and get actual information if you so choose, because some of those were really interesting questions. Thank you, Joan, for being part of the video. All of their information is down in the description below. If you're interested in my previous videos, click over here. And if you're interested in becoming featured fander, click over here. And until next time, take it easy, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Peace out. Sports.
We like sports and we don't care who knows.
Rugby.
The bee is silent.
Is the name of the pet bee I had that's, you know, lived in my rug.
It was dead.
Oh, Mr. Rugby.
He's always napping.